Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. Now I know I'll be posting this on a Monday morning, but it's Sunday, and there's a little gap. You can see all the puddles, thunder and lightning in the distance behind us. I just needed to get out and do a little bit of driving. Cape Valero Road. Thought I would come back here, see what's going on here today. There's some horses way back in that field. Maybe on the way out we can catch them up by the gate. That would be nice. I hope you're all having a good Monday morning. Just checking out the properties. Go for a little ride back here. Probably tell you some stories. Yeah. Should we get the joke out of the way? Did you hear about the haunted refrigerator? Yeah, it was chilling. Yep. Did several of you just get out of the car while I was driving 17 miles an hour? Yeah, it was a weird weekend, man. That poor pirate festival. I feel bad for those people. You know, they invest a lot of time and money, and they just got rain, heavy rain, off and on. I think they had some openings for a few hours on Friday and Saturday, but they open up at noon today, and it's not going to be like this. It's going to be real heavy rain by then, according to the forecast. And I was checking radar. There's actually a piece of blue sky right there. That's nice. We're probably 4 miles from the fairgrounds out here. Cape Valero Road, if you want to look it up on Google Earth. We've come back here, before. The lighthouse property is kind of at the end of this road. I just had a lot of thoughts going through my head. So last night, I watched a movie called Those Who Wish Me Dead, and that was with Angelina Jolie and a bunch of other actors that I recognize, but I don't know their names. The guy that plays the Punisher from The Walking Dead, he plays the Punisher, and he was on The Walking Dead. He was Rick's friend, and his name is eluding me, but he was an awesome actor on The Walking Dead. Shane, that was his name on The Walking Dead. And so I said Angelina Jolie. And then the guy who was Littlefinger on the Game of Thrones. I've seen him in a lot of things lately. And it was neat. I guess I can't tell you about it without giving away the story. But Angelina Jolie is one of those people that stays in the fire towers and watches out for fire. And things happen. So if I had paid $8 to see it at the movie, probably wouldn't be happy. But if I can watch it included in a streaming service for free, technically free, then I'm all for it. Nothing's free, right? We've discussed that. Oh, this is always pretty right through here. I've taken you here before to see some sunsets. I just like the way the colors reflect off of the water. Went into Walmart this morning. I got some stuff to make some Italian food, and that's going to be a little bit tough to do in the back of my truck with a 1-burner stove, but we're going to cheat and buy pre-made sauce and that kind of stuff, and I'll probably include that in tomorrow's video. If this heavy rain comes, I'm going to have to go park under the bridge and do my cooking there. I was able to sneak in some coffee, just boil water real quick and make some coffee this morning, so that was good. Yeah, it's pretty back here. Alligators are back here. They're not thick back here. I've only seen one. I'm sure people that come back here Maybe Bud might have some alligator stories from Bud's backyard. Might have some alligator stories from back here. Some lightning behind us again. And I am keeping track, looking behind me, looking in front of me. I thought I might hit more people going to church. Yeah, it's 9:27 a.m. I guess it depends. A lot of services are at 9 and 11, or depending on the church. There are quite a few churches. There's the sun out for a second, guys. That's real pretty. From all the rain we have, this is greened up a little bit. And I'm going 13 miles an hour, guys. So if it seems faster, I apologize. I just like coming back here. I like this little road before you get to all the houses. It's nice. For some reason this morning I was thinking about 7th grade. Now, I've probably told you before when I grew up, and especially when I was living with my mom, older brother and sister, often no electricity, often no telephone. We didn't have a TV most of the time, and then we had, and I'm pretty sure it was a black and white that we would carry between the living room and a bedroom. Lived in a decent apartment complex. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Not much food. Always had beer. Always had coffee. Always had milk for the coffee. Never had milk for cereal. Never had cereal. But, yeah, priorities, right? So, one day I'm going to make a psychiatrist cry again. That was a big highlight. When I worked at Apria Healthcare, you could get so many mental health service visits, and I went. I think I went probably 12 times in 2 years, and twice I made 2 different. And I don't know if they were therapists or psychiatrists. I don't recall at this point, but I made 2 of them cry. So yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at that. I remember in 7th grade, I had one of those parents. My mom always told us we were sick. I had asthma, I had this, I had that. So a 5-day school week, I'd miss a day, 2 days, 3 days. It was rare that we missed 3 days because that required a doctor's note. So I might miss like Monday and Tuesday, go Wednesday, miss Thursday, and then go Friday. And what really sucked about that was, at least at school, they had food. So I did not want to miss school, You could get we got, I guess because of our income, you could get a free, there's that word again, breakfast, and a free lunch. They gave you little tickets. And yeah, I was all for that. I was all for eating twice a day. I was really down with that. And I had a science teacher that I really liked. And she would always take me aside and tell me that, basically I wasn't stupid. I was intelligent. But she would blame me for missing school, and she would say it in front of the other kids. Like, if I had a week where I showed up all 5 days, well, congratulations to Dennis. He showed up all 5 days. And I wonder if she had any idea that it's not a child's fault if they're not in school. There's people in charge of a 7th grader that decides if they go to school or not. And, she was a really nice lady, and she just had this flaw, And if it wasn't for that, I would have really good memories of her. But, when a teacher ridicules you, that opens you up to ridicule from the other students. And I've told you guys this before. I had, when I was living with my mom, 1 pair of pants to wear to school. I got a hole in the knee, and my grandma put a patch on it, which was like a big beacon of, hey, everyone, look, this kid has 1 pair of pants. So I took some heat for that. And I was real quiet in school. Hard to believe, right? I didn't say anything. So people would try to bully me, and they could say whatever they wanted until they touched me, and then it was on. Once people saw me play hockey, they left me alone. Or once, unfortunately, that I beat up a few people that tried to cause me physical harm, they left me alone. So by the time I got to high school, I was seen as a troublemaker, even though I didn't say a word in class, and I never started a fight in my life. I can honestly say that. I just have zero tolerance for bullies now. But, yeah, so that was my 7th grade. Isn't that a great conversation to have on a nice, pleasant ride? I really do enjoy checking out these houses back here. And I've been back here a few times lately. There was a house that was built back here. The company I worked for didn't build it. It was a 3-story house, had an elevator. It would go up to the 3rd floor, and 2 wraparound decks, 2nd and 3rd floor. When you got off the elevator in the 3rd floor, you were in a library, big bay window, really nice telescope, comfy chairs, and then on each side of the library there was a his and her bedroom. Husband had his own bedroom, wife had had her own bedroom. They were older. I mean, probably my age now or a little bit older. Well, I've come back here and I can't find that house. And I was always thinking that, that's just my memory. It's here somewhere. I mean, I probably went to this house 30 times. Today convinced me that house is gone. It was probably heavily damaged during Hurricane Harvey. And wound up having to be gutted because now we didn't build this house, but we did install the pool, did a lot of stonework outside, worked on the decks. We're constantly doing repairs out here, and it was because the initial construction was just not. I don't know who did it. I don't want to badmouth them, but it didn't last. And I found the property today, and I'm looking, and it is a brand new house. It looks like it's still under construction, and that was the lot. So, had a nice pool around the back, small pool, but outdoor kitchen, really nice. And I'm noticing as we drive around today, at least 3 of these houses have a chairlift on the outside that goes up. These houses, see how most of these houses are raised on stilts, and it's outside. And I saw one that goes to the 2nd and 3rd floor, and it's the kind of lift where you could put a wheelchair on it, and it takes you up to the 2nd story, and one even took you up to the crow's nest I saw. But I was so rambling with my story that I missed it. Yeah, I used to come out here when there was no houses here for years and years. All these properties were sold, the lots, but no one had started building, but they're getting there now. All types of different construction. That one's still under construction. Guess they're going to add a driveway when they're done, huh? Southwind Estates. Yeah, for some reason in my mind, when I have my winning the lottery dreams, which would require me to play the lottery, I bought like this whole tract of land here where all these houses are. And I don't even know if I would even be interested in living here full time. But I'm trying to decide if I would even be interested in living indoors or if I would just buy maybe a van and customize it myself. I don't like a lot of these travel trailers and travel vans. They're so packed with things that I don't need. Like if I had that kind of money, I would rather just start with an empty shell and have like a bed and a countertop And like my big thrill would be air conditioning, you know? Yeah, it's lightning pretty good behind us. I don't know if you're picking up the air conditioning sound. And when I do stop the camera, guys, it's because these streets here are so tiny, as you can see. I have to put the camera down to back up, go forward, and that kind of fun stuff. I saw an outdoor lift right over there. Now, is that two separate houses? Yeah, it is. Wow. Why are they so close together? Like, I was thinking, like, you see how that's two separate properties? But, you know, they're just way too close together. There's a lift over there. It's Copano Bay back there, guys. And in the distance, several times you've seen that the shrimp farm back where we rescued those horses. We did a good thing. See, right there is one of those outdoor wheelchair lifts. And some of the other houses we've passed have had them. You can see how thin this road is. You could barely fit two passing vehicles on this road. They really went cheap on this street when they were selling the lots. It should be at least double what they have here. It's a nice house. Man, how much you think it costs just for that driveway? More than I got in my bank account. Oh, speaking of, I want to thank Dawn. Ooh, here comes some boomers. I want to thank Dawn. Dawn sent me a gift through PayPal, and that link is in the description of all my videos. And Dawn says, Dennis, enjoy your videos. Happy birthday. Am I the first? Question mark. Yes, Dawn, you are the first person to wish me a happy birthday this year, if that's what you're asking me. So, thank you very much, Dawn. I appreciate it. Right in the gas tank with that. I'm not going to go buy a luxury item. Gas is a luxury now, huh? Gas has gone up. I think I saw it $2.74 this morning. And I know I was paying $2.30 something a few weeks ago. So I need to make sure I'm not idling as much. And there's the lighthouse, guys. We'll circle back so when it's on my left-hand side, I can get you a better shot of it. But that's real pretty. All this is going to fill up, you know. Come back here in 10 years and it's all going to be filled up. And like I said earlier, it is really nice to see the green grass just coming in. I had mentioned hockey earlier. From the time I was about 10 till I was 28, I played hockey like 7 days a week, sometimes 3 or 4 games a night, usually at least one. Always did my evening work schedule around hockey. Absolutely loved it. And then one day, I was like, I'm done with this. It was funny, but my knee injury, my left knee injury, started to catch up with me when I was 28. And the year before, I was on 4 teams. 3 of them won the championship. And I led 2 of the leagues that I played forward. I led the league in scoring. And I played defense on the other 2 teams and did very well. And I don't know why, but I just said to myself, it's not going to get better than this, you know? And I just stopped playing. I lost that desire to play. And there's people a little bit younger than me that are still playing, and they have a I think it's a 50 and over league, and they're playing in that. But it's just something that I had enough of, you know? And it was almost like if I couldn't be the best, I didn't want to play anymore. I never had that trouble with other sports, you know, as far as Like I was never the best at football or martial arts or things like that. I mean, I was okay. I was good at some, but hockey was something that I was always the best or one of the best, you know? And when it came to that, I was just like, I'm done. Done with that. That's a neat house. And it's amazing the different styles. There's a Beetlejuice house right there. Look at that front steps. You got to hike just to get to the first floor on that one. So I think that property right there is where the house used to be. But that one's only 2 stories. But I don't know. Could they have possibly even kept that covered? You see how it has that covered area out back? There was the house, the pool, and then the covered kitchen. So that's the house. That's right where it was. So I'm going to go around and look at the front of it now and see if things have changed. We've got rain here for a week. All of South Texas for a week. And it might not be raining, but it's going to be cloudy and overcast. And I'm just not a fan of that anymore. This is Texas. It's supposed to be dry and miserable. And I'll tell you what, guys, the mosquitoes are insane. Yesterday when I went to that little McLester, was that the name? The cemetery? They were nuts. And even driving around here, there's 15-mile-an-hour winds right now. And when my window is on the side blocked from the wind, mosquitoes will start coming in. That's crazy. Really pretty. Yeah, it's nice back here. And when you were up in that house, the bay window faced this bay. It's nice to have a bay window that faces the bay, isn't it? And it was an arched window, flat on the bottom, arched on top. And they had such a powerful telescope. Did I say magnifying glass earlier, or did I say telescope? I don't know. I'm old. Get off my lawn. They had a really high-tech telescope, and it was neat. And I did meet the owner a few times. And the owner just lives in Corpus Christi. This was a getaway house, a half hour away. And he had boats and stuff. We did a wraparound dock. And I'm thinking, let me see this house. I'm thinking this is the house, except, so his house was on this lot. You can see this is new construction. That's where it was. And it looked nothing like that one. Yeah, because I remember that house next to it. Okay, now I remember. But we had put up a fence for him. He had some big dogs, big, dumb, friendly dogs. And, yeah, wow. I hope he made out okay on insurance. But, yeah, he worked for the railroad, and he had some original Frank Trioni art, one piece, that I knew of. And it was just like having a library in your house. I'm like, wow, like that is, other people might want special things. Like having a library would be awesome. And those comfy chairs just to read in or watch the stars at night over this view, that'd be pretty cool. I think I could rough it and get away with that. So I am, in my mind, planning a road trip. But every time I take that first step, I'm like, okay, let's go to a state park 2 to 4 hours away. And I check, and it's been rain. It's for 2 weeks now. It's been rain. And there's a couple things I want to see, but I want to plan where I'm going to stay this time. I don't want to get caught out on the road and not have a place to stay. There's things I want to see along the way. I'm going to make a special stop for Jamie Macon. And it's a place I want to go. It's a place Jamie suggested probably 3 months ago. And Jamie even already sent me gas money. So thank you, Jamie. Jamie's like, hey, you're going to this place. So needless to say, it will be train related. Yeah, really pretty back here. And like I said earlier, this is the perfect sunset spot because all these little just puddles, if you will catch the that's neat over there. Yeah, we'll catch the colors of the sunset, the oranges and the pinks and the blues. So it's pretty. So we're getting to the end of May, guys. Got my taxes done. I get a refund. There's gas money. Well, it kind of is gas money because I'm going to take my refund and pay my my gas card. My gas card is the one card that I haven't paid off every month. And I'm going to use the money right to that and go crazy. Didn't do a Friday feast this week, guys, just because it wasn't in the budget. And I'm trying not to eat out, but I like Friday feast, and I think you guys like Friday feast. So I'll try to go someplace this weekend for Friday feast. And it doesn't necessarily have to be someplace expensive, right? We're just looking to check out the different restaurants. And I did get an invite, a real nice invite from, there's a restaurant that serves lunch and breakfast, and I want to go to it. It's called Coach's in Port Aransas, and I've heard great things about it, but it's a small place, and my knees, I really can't wait in line. I don't mind the time that it takes to wait, because I got time, but I just can't wait in line, standing there. So I think I'll go there early one morning this week, and that'll be Friday feast. But Coach that owns Coach's, oddly enough, that's weird, huh? He invited me and said, come on in. We'll give you a free meal. Make sure I know you're there so I can say hi. So that was really nice. That's my first offer like that I've ever gotten, actually, right? Maybe one of you guys can remember. I think so. So that was very generous of Coach. And, I haven't had a eat out breakfast in a while. Like a year ago, I went to IHOP a few times, and that was really good. I just like the best breakfast I've had in the last 2 years is at Tracy and Leah Phillips' house. So, and that was every morning. So I'm looking forward to going there and visiting them when it's a good time for them. Let me check my schedule. I'm free. But I want to visit them and see them and their family and do a little camping, boondocking in some of the state parks right around their house or national forests, Wichita National Forest. And just kind of do things a little different. Maybe get out on the road for a few weeks or a month. I'm going to go from here up through Amarillo, go across to Oklahoma. I want to go to Missouri to visit a friend there. Arkansas. And then see some friends in Fort Worth and Tyler, which they're not right near each other, but they're within a few hours. And just check out some new towns. Decanter, I've seen that on RV Living with the Geezers channel, and if Calvin is still up in that area, I would love to say hi to Calvin and Blanca. So it's amazing how through YouTube there's people that you've never met that you consider friends, And some of the people that I've met, the Phillips, Adventuring Art and his family, you just feel like you know them forever, CT, I met. I'm trying to think who else I met that I really liked through YouTube, and right here in town, kayaking for Fishy Tales. Ron is a real good guy. Bud's Backyard is Bud's a really good guy. So it's nice the people you can meet through YouTube. And haven't met any dangerous people yet. I've met a couple wackadoos. When I'm up in Arkansas, maybe visit with Betty. And when I go Amarillo, visit with Thelma. And I know Thelma through the real world, but Thelma also follows my YouTube channel, which is awesome. So there's always people to visit. Just say hello. Figure out free camping sites, pay for state parks, things like that. They're economical. And you see the guy? There's his truck. See him out there throwing a casting net? Probably looking for shrimp or bait. Or both. That's interesting. I'm going 8 miles an hour, guys. And this video looks like I'm hauling butt through here. And I did not mean to make this video this long. I am rambling. I probably should have posted this on a Sunday. So I do apologize for wasting 1/48th of your precious Monday. You see it's clear over there right now. And the sun's out and it's slightly raining. I can hear it on the roof. I can hear thunder in the distance. Yeah, it's a weird day. Yeah, big boomers are going to move in the sky. It's going to be black and heavy rain this afternoon. Black skies and heavy rain. But we'll get through it. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. I don't need to talk to anyone for the rest of the day because I just rambled at you guys for half an hour. I do like it out here. It's relaxing. I don't know if there was a free spot out here to camp. I don't know if I would because the mosquitoes are bad out here. I need to keep I have one in the back, a can of Repel. I need to keep one in the front as well because it seems like I just get covered. Look at these guys. I hope they have some shelter to get out of the storm. They're pretty. Yeah, they're friendly. They're just waiting for a little attention. I do love horses. Haven't ridden one since I was a kid, but you string 2 or 3 of those suckers together, I could go for a ride. Guys, thank you so much for hanging in there with me today. I appreciate y'all. Stay dry. Here comes the storm. Thanks for watching, everyone.